Welcome everybody to Baghdaddy Sports Show. Today we have some interesting topics to talk about. Joining us is Warren.
How's everybody doing? Long time no see.
Yeah, it's
Ain't
been a
said nothing
while.
since UFC 250.
Exactly. It's been, yeah, we were banned in that event for obvious reasons if you saw our last stream. Um, so our primary channel is down at the moment. We were banned for 3 months. Um, we're new to this YouTube thing, so we still have a couple kinks to work out, but we have our secondary channel here, Baghdaddy Sports on YouTube. You can follow us on Twitter at Baghdaddy Gaming for all your sports news. And today we are going to talk about UFC 251 particularly, as you can see on the screen. We have Kumaru talking about his upcoming match with Masvidal. Let's listen in a little bit on what he has to say.
Welterweight champion of the UFC, defending his title Saturday at UFC 251 on Yas Island, Fight Island in Abu Dhabi, none other than Kamaru Usman. Champ, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you, Kevin?
I am doing awesome, and I am glad that you are here. Let's start very quickly with this. With the fight having changed late, you get a late opponent instead of Gilbert Burns, you go to Masvidal. Everybody's wondering what's going to happen. Did Masvidal have a problem? I wonder if you have a little bit of an issue because you train for a guy with a completely different style. So does that present any problems for you?
I mean, it always does. It's always a risk. Each and every time you step in there, it's a risk, and especially my situation. First of all, I have everything to lose. I'm the champion of the world. It was my decision. I could have said no.
Right.
Like everyone's like, oh, well, this guy's stepping in on short notice. Yeah, I understand that, but he has one guy to train for, and that's me.
Right.
I'm the champion. I'm the one everyone is training for, and I had to be the one to say, yeah, I'll take that fight. I'll take on that challenge. And so yeah, it's always a risk to be able to step in there, and especially doing it on 7 day notice after you just train for a different opponent, different style fighter, and then now having to make that mental switch. But at the end of the day, I think this is what champions are made of. This is what a champion will be remembered for, is being able to take on all challengers, all comers at any given moment.
Was wrestling a big part of your preparation as you were working
What do
for
you think
Gilbert?
about that, Warren?
I think Kumaru Usman is acting really goddamn weird.
I know, yeah, yeah. Honestly, that's the truth, and a few people have been pointing it out, especially in the MMA circles. His behavior, and how he's been switching up since day one. His behavior was kind of weird.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's just, he's not, one, he ain't good at talking shit, and two, it just seems, I don't know if he's uncomfortable because the fight's on like 6 days short notice or what, but there's definitely something showing that, I don't, it's almost like he's taking Masvidal lightly, which would be a horrible fucking mistake for him to make. That's
Yes,
just the
yes.
sense I get when he talks about it, because he talks about smashing him. Well, I'm gonna go in here and
Do
embarrass
something.
him. If you
Do
just watch
something.
this, I'm gonna mop the floor with him, all this other shit. I mean, you better hope he don't fucking get two pieces of bread and eat and eat like Ben Askren did.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it's unpredictable. I think like he said, even to him on a 7 day um short notice, even to him it was a surprise. He's even surprised about it when it's actually Masvidal who should have taken it as um more of a surprise, since technically you wouldn't expect him to be training. And Usman is already talking about he trained for another fighter. I mean, how many different ways is there to train? I mean, do you actually does it really make that much of a difference for which fighter you train for? You know? And especially with someone like Masvidal, if you're not training for Masvidal ever since you saw his last few fights, if you're not training for to meet up with a guy like Masvidal soon, and you have the belt or you're going for the belt, um, I don't know what you're doing. You better be training for those knees, okay? Because Masvidal's knees are no joke. And let's take a look at this short clip right here from when they met back in January, I believe. Let's see their altercation. Listen to this.
I'm standing right here. Do something. Do something. Nah, I'm gonna kill you. That's exactly what I'm doing. Fuck your ass up. Talking all that shit. You talking? Oh, no. That's all I hear you talking. I can't hit you now. You gotta cast them, bitch. Do something. You gotta cast them, bitch. I ain't gonna take advantage of you like that. Do something. You come up talking. Do something. Do something. That's what I thought. See? Little bitch. Little bitch. You talking tough. You're the one walking away. What's up? You walked away a little. He pushed you back. That's okay. You got a cast on, bitch. You lucky. That's the only reason why nothing's happening to you. Oh, you scared of the cast? That's what I thought.
Okay, wow. Huh. That was quite the altercation they had there. Um, Masvidal definitely seems more energetic this time around. Fighting an opponent like Kumaru Usman, anything coming out of his mouth right now is just so
Trash.
yeah, yeah, it's straight hype, it's straight hype. His whole image that he's portraying right now all over social media and things like that. It's
I feel
just
like out of nowhere he's just gonna be like, "You're a bitch, bro," or say some
Stretching the
stupid
legs,
shit
you
like
know?
that. It's so corny.
yeah, everything you're hearing from Usman, it's not really what you want to hear from somebody that's really confident, especially being the champ. Hey, you're the champ. Everybody's gonna be coming at your head, and that everybody includes the top the top talent, that UFC has to offer.
I'll take a second and talk about the technical side for a second.
Okay.
Well, I already know what Kumaru is gonna do as soon as he gets in the fucking cage. He's gonna go in there. He's gonna try and pressure him and push him to the cage and wrestle him the whole time. That's the interesting part because Masvidal is getting really good in the clinch, and he's fought guys that are just as big, if not bigger, than Kumaru Usman is. They might not have the wrestling pedigree, but they had better stand up than he did, and they weighed significantly more. Darren Till's one, who's a middleweight now. So I just really hope Kumaru isn't, taking this fight lightly,
Okay.
or because a lot of people look at Gilbert Burns as, I guess you could say, a much tougher, much more well-rounded opponent. But a lot of people underestimate Masvidal's jiu-jitsu and ground game. Because I remember, even though he lost to Damian Maya at that time still said he was the
And then the
best
report was
jiu-jitsu fighter he'd ever fought on the ground. And that's saying fucking a lot. So I don't know. Anything could happen. It's MMA. We go in there, Masvidal could fucking knock him out in 5 seconds, or win a decision, or Kamaru Usman could come in there, pressure him down, and dominate him. But either way, it's a win-win situation for Jorge Masvidal. If he loses, hey, he took the fight on 6 days short notice, and he got paid a fuckload of money. If he wins, he'll be fucking catapulted into the stratosphere with McGregor because he'll be a fucking superstar. But yeah,
Definitely, definitely. And to some people he already is that superstar, And after asking the UFC for contract renegotiations, I believe this is what we talked about the last video we were making. He had just signed a 7 fight deal. After 2 fights, he already wanted to renegotiate. That's not very on his
smart,
part. Yeah, on his
bro.
part,
It's
that's
not.
not an intelligent move. But the UFC definitely needed a fight. Um, Kumaru's opponent came up with COVID-19, came up positive, and the UFC needed a big fight this weekend in Fight Island, Abu Dhabi, by the way. Um, and Ben Askren, of course, he's commenting. He has to see that video over and over um, on his Twitter feed. Couple days ago, it was the anniversary of his loss to Masvidal, um, and unfortunately, he retired after that fight. Ben Askren's been making the media rounds lately. Do you think he has any chance of returning? Do you think he regrets retiring, or?
Nah, he retired. He actually retired after he got choked out by David Maya, but I don't think he regrets it. I have him on Instagram, and he's a funny ass dude. He makes me laugh every damn day. And
Okay.
he took it so positively. He laughs at him getting knocked out, which is a hard thing to do. Most people would just take that and be pissed off or be bitter, but he really doesn't care. Cool ass dude. That's all I know.
Yeah, and I was watching his explanation of why he really retired, and he had some ongoing health issues that he knew before the fight, and his two losses in the UFC, he just decided to go ahead and call it quits. I mean, at the end of the day, our body is our temple. A lot of these fighters go in to martial arts, and one of the first things they teach you in martial arts is that your body is your temple. This is a self-defense system. You should never fight anybody, especially for money, you know. And unfortunately, a lot of these martial artists, I listen to these ex-martial artists after they're so beat up, um, try to come back to that mindset of having a peace of mind, not wanting to seek any more war within their minds, seeking that peace, not needing to fight anymore, not simply trying to get rid of those kinds of emotions. But they do what they do for the reasons that they have, and a lot of these fighters do it for their families. So,
Yeah.
and which also, just like um, the fighter whose neck is so infused that the doctor told him he had to retire because the doctor told him that if he turned either left or right too fast, he would break his neck. Um,
Yeah, it
I
sounds horrible.
I can't recall who that fighter was, but yeah, if he turned his neck to the left or to the right too fast, he would break his neck and die.
That's fucking sucks.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that was a good thing to know before his
You
well, he
get
wants he wants
punched
to
and
he
it
wants to
turns
he
that
wants
way.
to he wants to fight Style Bender right now. Actually, he's calling out Style Bender even after he retired. Um, what is his name? It was just at the tip of my tongue.
Yo, El Romero?
Yes, Yoel Romero. There you go. I watch it. I
Yeah, he
watch all.
needs.
I watch all his fights. I can't believe his name escaped
He's like
me.
43. He needs to retire.
Yeah, he's
Stay retired.
yes, he is. But everybody says he has an incredible physicality. You know, and physicality can only take you so far. Um, Joe Rogan always complimented him. Um, yeah,
Single son boy.
he's just he has an incredible physique.
He's just unlucky, really. I mean, if he would have made weight that one time against Robert Whitaker and not got fucked, he would have been middleweight champ. But that's not how that
Yeah,
shit goes.
yeah, and he said that's the reason he retired. He had neck issues, spinal issues.
That reminds me of that Mike Tyson fight where the announcer was like, "What's wrong, Mike? I broke my back."
It's my back. Yeah, it's
What?
spinal.
And the announcer was like, "What? Spinal? What?"
Yeah,
Oh, he's like, "Okay, Mike, cool. Broke your
yeah,
back. All right."
I broke my back. Yeah.
He really did
He
fuck up his
can't.
back. I just don't think he
What
got
do you mean
punched
by
and he
that? You
didn't
broke
wasn't
Back
able
is
to explain
broken.
it.
what a
Just the way
vertebrae
he said it
or
though.
what portion?
What's wrong, man?
Spinal.
What do you mean by
Broke
that? You
my
broke
Back
back.
is broken.
a vertebrae or what portion?
Spinal.
Okay, I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
went off on a tangent there. That's just so funny.
Yeah, that's a funny moment. One of many of Mike Tyson's. I heard plenty of stories about Mike Tyson. He was just and he still is an incredible character. But yeah.
Yeah,
Anyways, back to UFC 251. Kumaru seems jumpy.
he
Kumaru,
is jumpy.
the Nigerian beast. He seems jumpy. He seems real jumpy. Like, calm down, my guy. You're the champ for a reason. It's
The
just
Nigerian nightmare turned into the Nigerian dream.
yeah.
He's fucking a fool scared. I don't
It's
know.
yeah. Wow.
If you just read his like I I can't tell you exactly what it is, but it's just the way he is. It's so the way it's fucking so out of character. It's just it makes me uncomfortable for him. He feels. I think he feels like out of place. Like he's not used to. I know he's a champ, but he's like not used to the big show or something.
Yeah.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. He's not used to the big stage. And Masvidal just seems like a natural at it.
Hold on.
Um,
On the phone.
Masvidal just seems like a natural at it. But yeah. Do you want to end it there? Do you want to talk about another topic or?
Oh, I gotta go.
Okay. All right. So we'll end it there. Thank you everybody for watching another episode of Baghdadi Sports Show. Remember, our primary channel is suspended for 3 months. We'll keep posting on this channel, Baghdadi Sports on YouTube, Baghdadi Gaming on Twitter. Like, comment, and subscribe, and follow us, please. Also, Baghdadi Gaming on Facebook. And we